Once exiled, now feared. Humanity returns. We came with 1,000,000 worlds behind us. The Grand Assembly had been in session for 3 rotations when the message arrived. Admiral Zextara's mandibles clicked nervously as she read the transmission, her compound eyes reflecting the holographic display that had just materialized above the council chamber. "Impossible," whispered Counselor Vorth, his tentacles writhing in distress. "The humans were exiled 5 centuries ago. They should be extinct by now." The message was simple, transmitted in perfect galactic standard. The children of Earth request permission to attend the Grand Assembly. We come in peace with greetings from our 1,000,000 worlds. 1,000,000 worlds. The number hung in the chamber. Like a death sentence, Admiral Zextara remembered the stories her brood mother had told her, tales passed down through generations of Krillian military families. How humanity had been discovered on a small blue world, primitive and violent. How they had been granted membership in the Galactic Federation despite their barbaric nature. How they had proven too aggressive, too unpredictable for civilized space. The exile had been unanimous. Every species in the Federation had voted to banish humanity to the outer rim, beyond the spiral arm into the void where nothing lived and nothing grew. It was meant to be a death sentence wrapped in diplomatic language. "Send a response," ordered High Chancellor Morthic, his crystalline form pulsing with agitation. "Tell them ... their request is denied. Humans are forbidden. In Federation space." The reply came within minutes. "We understand your position, Chancellor. We will wait at the edge of your territory. Our delegation consists of a single ship. We merely wish to speak." 3 hours later, the single ship arrived. It wasn't the ramshackle vessel they had expected from a dying species clinging to life. In the void, the ship that emerged from hyperspace was a kilometer long, its hull a seamless blend of materials that seemed to bend light around them. It moved with impossible grace, technologies the Federation's finest scientists couldn't identify, powering its systems. "Hail them!" Zextara commanded from the bridge of the Federation flagship Eternal Vigilance. The view screen shimmered and a human face appeared. The being looked exactly as the old records described: bilateral symmetry, forward-facing eyes. That peculiar arrangement of features that had once seemed so alien and threatening. But there was something different now, a quiet confidence that made Zextara's chitin crawl. "I am Ambassador Sarah Chun," the human said, her voice carrying harmonics that suggested cybernetic enhancement. "Thank you for agreeing to speak with us." "You were exiled," Zextara replied, mandibles clicking. "Your presence here violates the Edict of Banishment." Ambassador Chun smiled, an expression that 5 centuries ago had been interpreted as a threat display. "Much has changed, Admiral. We learned much in our exile. We learned to survive. We learned to thrive. And we learned that the galaxy is far larger than the Federation ever imagined." The holographic star chart that materialized between them showed the known galaxy, but now it was different. Where once there had been empty space beyond the rim, now there were markers. Thousands upon thousands of markers. 1,000,000 worlds. "As we said," Chum continued, "not all inhabited by humans, of course. We found that the galaxy beyond your borders was teeming with life. Ancient civilizations that had never heard of the Federation. New species reaching for the stars. Entire clusters of inhabited systems that your surveys somehow miss. Counselor Vorth's tentacles had gone completely still. "You're lying. The Andromedans were particularly grateful when we helped them repel the Shadow Fleet invasion of their home cluster," Chun said conversationally. "They've been fighting that war for 3,000 years. We ended it in 6 months. The Veiled Nebula Collective was similarly appreciative when we shared our medical technologies. Diseases that had plagued them for millennia cured in a single generation." The implications hit Zextara like a plasma burst to the thorax. "You've been building an empire." "We've been building bridges," Chun corrected. "The Terran Commonwealth isn't an empire, Admiral. It's an alliance, a federation if you will. built on principles we learned the hard way during our exile, that diversity is strength, that cooperation beats domination, that the galaxy is big enough for everyone. High Chancellor Morthic's crystalline form had taken on a distinctly amber hue, the Nexari equivalent of panic. "What do you want?" "What we've always wanted," Chun replied. "To be part of something larger than ourselves. To contribute to galactic civilization. To share in the grand adventure of intelligent life reaching for the stars. And if we refuse?" Chun's expression didn't change, but somehow the smile became less warm. "Then you continue on as you have. The Federation controls perhaps 2% of the galaxy's inhabited systems. You're welcome to keep governing them as you see fit." The silence stretched across the void between ships. "But," Chun continued, "we should mention that 17 Federation member species have already submitted applications to join the Commonwealth. They've grown weary of being governed by fear and exclusion. They've heard about our worlds where Krillians and Nexari and humans work side by side, where technology and culture flow freely, where exile is not the answer to difference." Admiral Zexstar felt something she hadn't experienced since her first combat mission centuries ago, the cold realization that she was outmatched. Humanity hadn't just survived their exile, they had thrived beyond the Federation's wildest imagination. "The Grand Assembly will need time to consider," Chancellor Mortic began. "Of course," Chun interrupted gently. "We've waited 5 centuries. We can wait a little longer." "But Chancellor, understand this. We're not asking for readmission to the Federation. We're offering you the chance to join something bigger, something better." The transmission ended, leaving the Federation leadership staring at a star chart. That showed just how small their corner of the galaxy really was dotting the void beyond. The human ship waited patiently. A single vessel backed by the promise of 1,000,000 worlds and the quiet confidence of a species that had learned to turn exile into opportunity. Humanity had returned, and the galaxy would never be the same.